Tokyo, the world's biggest city by population. Around 37 million people call the greater Tokyo area home. For reference, that's almost twice as many people as New York City. It's 10 million more people than the entire continent of Australia. But unlike most other megacities, people say Tokyo is about as safe as it gets. And surprisingly, it's still walkable despite its size. We thought we'd put that idea to the test.
We first had the idea of walking across the whole city of Tokyo about 3 years ago, but we didn't get the chance to do it back then. So we're here on this beautiful fall day. It doesn't feel like fall. It's 81 degrees.
I would say perfect walking weather.
Yeah, sure. And we're starting here at the very far end of Asakusa,
Just
across the river. Yeah. It is 10:30. Haven't eaten yet. We're gonna go try to find a restaurant. You're way too old. You cannot be making that sound. You cannot be making that sound.
We haven't even started yet.
You guys see that right there where the pavement changes? We're gonna call that the start line. First step, 1, 2. Welcome back for our lens. First of many, many, many times is gonna happen today.
We wanted to do this walk in Japan, not only because Japan is the safest country in the world, but because it's so walkable here. And since the public transportation is so good, we've actually just, rode over big swaths of the sea that we've never seen before.
I think a lot of visitors do that.
Exactly. So I think this allows us to see how the different sections of Tokyo differ from each other. And okay, hold on. Look how cool this car is. We walk past it every day. It's just something about it. It's very like Japan, Oh. Okay.
That is really cool.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, so as you guys can see, we're starting in a very quiet residential neighborhood area, and I think it's just going to go up and get crazier from here for sure.
After a long and arduous 10-minute walk, we spotted a Coco's. For those in the US, this may seem like a familiar sight. But in Japan, diners are an entirely different beast. When you're in Japan, you'll notice that there are a lot of American diners like Coco's or Denny's, and they're so much better here than they are back at home. The first thing you'll notice is that there's a machine that issues you a ticket, and then that ticket corresponds to a table, and you just seat yourself. And then secondly, you come over here, you have an iPad with an English menu, and you get to order your lunch or brunch straight from the iPad. So if you're introverted, this is great. You never have to talk to anybody. Even the person that you're with.
Thank you for your order.
What the heck?
It's singing to you.
Have a robot butler. Ooh, that looks good. How do I get him to go away?
I don't know.
Do I press this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that looks good.
We're leaving this shot in just to make you hungry. Somehow, the eggs are always cooked perfectly in Japan, no matter where you are. Both plates of food and the endless drink bar cost us $22. Remember when diners were affordable? Japan remembers. You know, we often struggle with navigation, and being in the world's largest city doesn't make it any easier. But thankfully, we have Airalo. Having cell service makes impossible tasks like walking across Tokyo feel possible. And luckily, Airalo makes it super easy to be connected. With Airalo, you can be seamlessly connected at any time. It's eSIM that downloads directly to your phone, which means you can skip the long lines and the excessive fees at the airport. Before ever leaving home, you can download the Airalo app, choose an eSIM plan, and get connected in over 200 countries and regions around the globe without breaking the bank. When you're lost in an obscure neighborhood in a megacity such as Tokyo, you at least have a lifeline, and that is invaluable. It's no wonder that Airalo is trusted by 15 million travelers worldwide. So download the Airalo app today and use our code ONEPACK3 to get $3 off your first eSIM. Okay, bye!
We're walking along the Sumida River here, and one thing that's really cool about Japan, and people say this all the time, but it really is where the old meets the new.
It's almost a meme at this point.
You've got the Tokyo Sky Tree over here, which it's so retro futuristic. It's like it looks like it's from the future or from a future that never actually came to be. Very cool, interesting looking building. $50 to go to the top. We're totally not going to do that. It's too expensive. But then just down here you have fishermen fishing in the river, which I don't know, it's just like the juxtaposition is so cool. And that stuff is all over Japan. Just the harmony between these drastically different elements. They just nail it. They nail it. Like, the aesthetics in Japan are just so uniquely Japanese. I love it.
Water. Ah! We're gonna start walking within the city now because it's just so hot next to the river. After paying our respects to the retro, futuristic Tokyo Skytree, we just kept walking. Before long, we noticed the telltale signs that we were nearing our next stop. Tourists and kimonos everywhere. Behold, Asakusa. Don't think we're criticizing though. Tourist places are often touristy for a reason. Asakusa, one of the more pretty parts of Tokyo, but it's where most people find themselves on their first trip to Tokyo, especially at Sensoji, which is Tokyo's oldest shrine. So I'm giving you all this information from the inside of a bush because I'm getting a lot of anxiety with all the people around, so we're probably not going to spend too much time here, but we thought we'd show it.
Tia's right. To call this part of Tokyo busy would be a huge understatement. That being said, if we're walking across Tokyo, we have to show it to you guys. And this part of the city has a really, really good snack place, if I recall correctly. So I think we're just gonna make a beeline through the crowds and do that. Sound good?
Snack time!
Okay, sounds good.
Now, I'm not a superstitious person, but I am a little stitious. So we strolled over to Sensoji Temple for a 65-cent fortune. Loads of temples throughout Japan have these little fortune papers, and I always enjoy reading the cryptic life advice they have. It is a good time to start a trip.
But we already started. What does that mean?
Well, now it starts. This is my all-time favorite Japanese dessert. It's called taiyaki. It's basically a waffle on the outside, and the inside is filled with sweet custard or red bean or whatever you want. This one's the custard one.
Oh, that looks good.
So good. I deserve this. 4 miles in.
I see the light shine, wanna let it in from the outside. Feel it on my skin right away, oh.
Something that I think is unique to Tokyo is that once you get off pretty much like the main streets where everyone kind of hangs out, and go like 1 or 2 streets over, it's so quiet and it's so empty. We're still in the world's largest city and there's still a lot going on, but it just really quiets down on these side streets. And if you like need a little bit of like to get away from the hustle bustle, it's really nice to just kind of to walk these streets and feel calm, you know?
We're about to leave Asakusa, crossing this river. There's something so incredibly Japanese about this scene. And I know I keep talking about this today, but if you look at these little shacks on the river here, hang on. If you look at these little shacks on the river here, there are people living in them, and in any other country, they would just be total hovels. Like they'd be dirty, there'd be grime everywhere. But if you actually look at the floors where the stilts are, they're very swept, they're very clean. There's no trash anywhere. There's definitely things that some people might consider junk laying around, but it's all organized, neatly stacked. If you walk into any Japanese neighborhood, you'll see a lot of houses like that. It's like an organized...
Like organized chaos?
Yeah, like an organized chaos. Like the neatest hoarders you've ever seen in your life. It's very, very different. But we say goodbye to Asakusa.
Another hour of walking, and apartment buildings gave way to towering steel and glass high-rises. If Tokyo had an official downtown, it would be Marunouchi. The vibe shifts considerably to something much more businessy and formal. This area is also home to Tokyo's main intercity train station. First off, behind Shibuya, someone's getting married. Congratulations, whoever you are. Secondly, we made it to Tokyo Station. I think we are 7 miles into our walk across Tokyo.
About halfway.
On the top here, it does look big, and it's a very beautiful building, but what lies underneath is absolutely insane. It's like it's a complete labyrinth of tunnels and trains and restaurants, and everything you can imagine is underneath our feet right now. And I cannot tell you how many times Shibuya and I have gotten lost down there. It will take you, like, if you go out the wrong exit, you'll just be lost for a while. So, anyway, Tokyo Station.
I really like how much Tokyo Station stands out. It is very, very Western or European looking in just a total sea of glass and steel buildings. That's pretty cool. And it is absolutely massive, like Tia said. But I don't know if people have a really good idea of how big Tokyo Station is.
Really, on a day like today?
You don't want to do it?
I'll do it. I would like extra points for all the extra steps I'm doing today.
Cheer for scale. Okay, go.
Wait, to the base of it?
Yeah. Can you guys see her? She's right there in front of the tree. There is Tia. Tokyo Station. You're gonna end up walking a lot further than me today.
7.1. That's what I'm at right now.
You wanna go get a beer?
I would love a beer. Love is in the air today. Behind us, there's someone getting married. Over there, there's someone getting married.
Where?
Wait, hold on. Be subtle. Right there. Someone's getting married. We passed just a few other people. It's just a random Wednesday. I don't know what it is, but so romantic. Oh, my fortune! Do you remember earlier? My fortune something about marriage and something about it. I forgot. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a very subtle person. This sunset was way better than beers, in my personal opinion, so we decided to keep walking a little while longer. If anyone's been wondering, we've been using our watches to track our mileage. There's the go-karts! No? That would have been a much faster way to see Tokyo. Anyway, we've been using our watches to track our mileage. We're just under 10 miles right now. And if you didn't notice this giant thing behind me, it's the Tokyo Tower. Looks a little bit like the Eiffel Tower.
It's like we're in Paris.
So sweet. Yeah. It's weird because it feels like it's really, really late, but it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it gets dark at like 5 p.m. here, even in early October. Anyways, we're off to Shibuya.
Shibuya. Shibuya. Shibuya.
She is delirious. Okay, Tia wanted me to say this. I guess I've just been on about this the entire day, about what really makes Japan Japan. But to me, it's this Toyota Century parked right here. Very unassuming vehicle, doesn't look flashy, nothing like a Lamborghini or even a Rolls Royce. You can tell it's a nice vehicle, but it doesn't look super flashy. It's actually the nicest vehicle Toyota has ever made. It's got a V12, and the attention to detail that they put in this car is unreal. It's painted multiple times, some of the nicest paint in the world. The seats are upholstered in wool because leather was deemed too loud when the person gets in and out. It's got woolen curtains for the back instead of tinted windows. And these things are just absolutely amazing. They never sold them outside of Japan as far as I'm aware. Look at this. That is Japan. I'm gonna stop talking about it now.
I wish Shibuya looked at me like he did that car. I'm kidding. He does. After what seemed like hours of walking amongst city lights and traffic, we made it to Roppongi. Apparently, this area had a particular reputation in the past. These days, it seems to blend in with the rest of Tokyo. By that, I mean there are a lot of shops and restaurants with no obvious signs of nefarious activity. As always with Japan, you're only going to find trouble if you really go looking for it. The streets were still clean and everything felt perfectly comfortable. Except for our feet. They were now very sore. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's 8 o'clock. My fuel tank is running low. I'm getting really tired. Then we passed the sign that says Picard, and it reminded me that my dad always tells me when I'm like feeling low or feeling like, nervous. He's like, what would Captain Picard do? I literally have a text that he sent me 2 days ago.
Did you screenshot it?
I did. I just need to look at it every once in a while, and I just, need a little extra, so.
We've been walking for a while. Whoa. Anyways, update on the walking situation. We kind of walked straight through Roppongi. It was a very busy area, just full of a bunch of shops, and there's like a bunch of McDonald's and a Hard Rock Cafe and a bunch of shopping, and I don't know. I think we're just trying to get to Shibuya right now. I owe Tia a beer from like 2 hours ago. Yeah, she's looking at me right now. So we're gonna stop, and we're gonna get a beer at the first place that we see that looks inviting. Hey? Sounds good?
Yeah.
Also, and I know this is really random, everybody, but look at these apartments. Like, what do you think those go for? They look so nice. Those balconies are huge.
Just a couple miles left. We're almost in Shibuya. It's home to the world's busiest crosswalk, the Shibuya Scramble. If you've ever seen any video on Tokyo, you've seen the Scramble. Around 2.5 million, and I did say million, people cross it every single day. And we were dying to be among them so that we could go home and sleep.
Cheers.
Cheers! I got my beer. Finally. We're at Yoshinoya. I know it's not the most glamorous place to eat, but it gets the job done. And our final goal for today is about a half mile that way. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'm definitely gonna enjoy this. And then we'll complete this thing, huh?
Do you guys do the pickled ginger on your gyudon? You gotta put like a lot of it on there, right? I love it like that. Anyways. I don't know, let's eat. So, if you guys remember that really nice apartment building from earlier, during our walk, I had time to look up property values in Tokyo. Neat fact. It's an outdated fact, but it's a neat fact. I found it very, very interesting. In 1989, at the height of the Japanese economic bubble, the Imperial Palace grounds, the real estate there was worth more than the entire state of California. Is that not crazy?
That's a pretty cool fact.
That's crazy. Absolutely wild. Not worth as much anymore now. I think property prices in like the fancy parts of Tokyo are kind of like Manhattan, like they're very pricey. But yeah, wild. Must have been a crazy time to be here. 1989. I wasn't born then.
1989. You saw it, was it?
What?
1985.
You're gonna get a copyright strike with that singing voice.
Oh, you're still recording. I'm gonna turn that off.
Okay, well, that took us about 9.5 hours to walk 13 miles.
Yep, Shibuya's watch told him to go to bed.
Yeah, my watch just told me to go to bed. Didn't make very good time. But anyways, we made it. Shibuya Crossing, we walked across Tokyo. That was a really cool way to see it. Tia's steering me so I don't run into people. Okay, thanks you guys for coming with us. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Subscribe!